Hello, everybody. This is Jordan Baumgartner with Oklahoma Weather Blog, and this is the severe weather outlook concerning tonight into tomorrow. Today is June 22nd, 2018. So let's get right into it with some severe weather tips. One, always know where to go to take appropriate shelter if needed if severe weather occurs, and also have multiple ways to get your severe weather information. This includes weather radios, smartphones, and television and radio. However, it does not mean social media or weather signs. Neither of those two can be relied on to protect you or your family or loved ones or anybody else important to you. So don't rely on them. Trust the weather radio, smartphone app, and local radio and TV stations for the most up-to-date information and most accurate. And also know the difference between different weather alerts, like what's a watch, what is a warning. Watch means an event's possible. A warning means an event is either extremely likely or occurring and you need to take appropriate action. And if it's an advisory, again, that means an event is occurring. It's not as significant as a spill or as a warning rattle, but it does need to be heeded and you need to take the appropriate actions. So now let's get into today's severe weather threat. There's currently storms initiating in the Oklahoma Panhandle and beyond. We expect this to continue and them to be more widespread as the evening rolls along. The SPC put out an enhanced risk for this area today, and know that all three severe weather threats are possible: wind, hail, and tornadoes. Highest risk is for wind, as we will see here. Potentially strong winds up to 85 miles per hour. Baseball sized hail, maybe if you're just unlucky enough to see it. And then tornado risk. In the far western part of the panhandle, there is a 5%, but it decreases as we move to the east. And it's confined to the enhanced risk. Again, most of tonight will be focused on the wind and the hail threat. But we can also not ignore the flooding threat, which is a real possibility. After the rains we received Wednesday and the rains we could receive from tonight, a lot of areas are already saturated and low-lying areas could see flooding. So just be careful, turn around, don't drown. If you see a water covered in road, you know the drill. We've been through this before. So now let's move on to Saturday. Now Saturday particularly concerns me. However, at this time, the SPC only has a slight risk, and this is due to the uncertainty of the location and widespread of the storms. However, I do think the potential for strong wind, large hail, very large hail, and tornadoes are possible. The highest risk is in basically southeast of I-44, but again, the location is somewhat uncertain, which has precluded the SPC from putting an enhanced risk in. So let's take a look at the threat breakdown here. Winds 75 miles per hour. I do expect them to be louder than they are today, but stuff can change, so be sure to check out the latest information as that becomes available. Hail, again, I mentioned it's going to be bigger. I'm going to put it at softball size right now. And 35%, I do think we'll have some atmospheric conditions that are more favorable for large hailstones and more of them. And then for tornado risk, I'm actually going with a 7% chance, which puts it on the cusp of being a moderate risk. But there's just uncertainty in location, and if we do get outflow boundaries from these storms tonight or tomorrow, this can affect it quite a bit. But it would not be surprising if a tornado was to occur somewhere in Oklahoma. I'm not saying it will, I'm not saying it won't, but if I had to say yes or no right now, I'm leaning towards the yes. And then flooding again, same story as tonight. They will just be flooding, turn around, don't drown, especially low-lying areas. Just be smart, use your brain. And as mentioned, the rainfall, this is the 48-hour rainfall estimate from the WPC, our Weather Prediction Center, part of the National Oceanic and Aviation Administration. You can see they have southeast Oklahoma receiving 3 inches, with much of Oklahoma receiving at least an inch or more. So again, flooding and almost a severe weather are likely. Now, I'm going to focus a little bit more on tonight, and then we'll see how tomorrow morning goes for Saturday storms. So what you're looking at here is called a skew-T diagram. I've talked about this a little bit before, but I just want to show this so it doesn't seem completely hand-wavy what I'm telling you. Basically, what the red line on the left is the temperature, and green is the dew point. This was taken in Amarillo at 19Z, which is approximately 4 or 5 hours ago from the time this video will be published. What you can see here is there's a lot of energy, or CAPE as we call it, convective available potential energy, which can be seen in the temperature profile, and the blackish reddish dotted line to the right of it. The area between that is all positive, and that's what's defined as CAPE. And we're seeing values that are around 2000 if you take what the forecast temperature is to be in a few hours, which is plenty enough for large hail. And then wind profile, it looks pretty good. It does, since this is Amarillo, it does change as you get into Oklahoma, and it becomes somewhat less favorable for tornadic events, but you can still get some tornadoes out of this. And then hail, again, I mentioned baseball. You can see on the right middle-ish part of the diagram that hail is almost approaching the 2-inch category, and the box there, or confidence interval is what it's called. And again, tornadoes probably would be on the weaker side, but nothing can be ruled out. So let's take a look at the state. These images are from the Oklahoma Measurement, which is a great resource if you ever need to check out any of their data. Mesonet.org is the address. These are the temperatures across the state. As you can see, most of the state is in the upper 80s to low 90s, especially where the severe weather is expected to occur tonight. So there's been plenty of heating to occur to force particles to ascend or rise and create clouds and storms and whatnot. But you do have to have moisture to have storms. And this is kind of concerning to me, what the current dew point profile is. I'm saying concerning as if I was wanting storms, but the dew points are not that strong, which indicates that the moisture really hasn't started to surge up from the Gulf of Mexico. You can see it's starting to make its way in with a few 70s in south central Oklahoma, but it will really be when these two meet that storms will start to become more widespread and dump more rainfall and all that. Not to say disregard the severe threat right now, take it very much so. Pay attention to severe warnings, be smart, you know the drill. So again, I'll flip through these maps real quick. Again, enhanced risk in northwestern Oklahoma tonight. Slight risk for much of the state. This is a wind and hail primary threat, but tornadoes are also possible. So make sure you stay well and know what to do when. And again, here's the severe threats, wind and hail. Like I said, most strongest winds, I'm going to guess, will be about 85 miles per hour. And baseball-sized hail if you're just in the wrong place. Again, 5% for a tornado. Not sure what the SPC is thinking about that, but again, there is the possibility of tornado, so we must take into account and be prepared to act should one occur. And Saturday, again, just real quick, I do expect this graphic to change by tomorrow, but slight risk right now in southeast of I-44, and wind, hail, and tornadoes are possible, I do expect an increase in the hail and tornado threat and the wind speed to come down just slightly to 75 miles per hour. Again, hail will be up to the size of softballs, and low to moderate chance for a tornado. And again, flooding will be a huge risk with these storms. And then don't forget to take your severe weather preparedness tips and put them into action as needed. Again, get information from a weather radio, a smartphone application, or a local television or radio station. Do not rely on social media accounts, as all your social media sites have algorithms, which could prevent you from seeing the information in a timely manner. And weather signs are just unreliable. Some communities don't send them for everything, some communities do, and they're not guaranteed to go off. They're really not designed for weather. And so with that, I'm about to wrap up, but don't forget to check out Reload Status and at reloadstatus.com/Sooners for all your Sooner football needs. And that does it for this outlook. Thank you for listening.